Hey guys, this is Bobby with Adventure Junkie. Today I'm going to do a quick review over the ARC gear bag. I picked this up from Rocky Mountain ATV. It was, or actually it still is, it's on a closeout special. I believe it was around $37, which is a pretty good deal for a gear bag of this quality. I did a quick search on YouTube before I bought the bag to try to find a review on it, just because I wasn't quite sure how big the bag was and if the bag was even worth the $37. But I figured I could buy it, see if it's worth it. If I didn't like it, I'll have to give it to a friend that didn't have anything, or I would just try to return it. But so far I'm pretty happy with it. I'll do a quick overview of the bag, but as you can see with it standing in front of me, this is obviously how big it is. It's a nice sized bag. It's not too big, but it's still big enough I can fit everything I need in it for a day at the track. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the main compartment here. The bag's separated into two compartments. Your main compartment, then you got your boot compartment over here. Main compartment, it's pretty basic. There's not a whole lot of storage outside of just the main compartment. There is a little side covey. There's no latches or zippers on it. It's just kind of like an open little pouch. And that's where I'll usually keep my knee pads, my gloves, and riding socks. Just stuff that, will keep separated from everything else in the main compartment. It helps keep it a little bit more organized. But this bag, one of the things I was kind of worried about over my previous bag is there was no external pockets, because I like to keep some spare parts with me, some tools. So I was kind of leery about that, but over the years, especially like mountain biking, doing some other stuff, I found out it's a lot easier to just have like a separate toolbox for that particular sport. So I just went ahead and made myself a small little toolbox for the track. I mean, it's just a Walmart special. I think this toolbox was like $6 or $7 from Walmart. But I mean, it holds the spark plugs, holds my common tools. I've been using my YZ250 behind me, so obviously it's a carbureted two-stroke, so I got stuff in here to do rejets, change spark plugs, do all your common maintenance that you would realistically do trackside. It's not like I'm going to go to the track and do a complete top-end rebuild, so I'm not going to bring just a whole lot of tools with me, just enough to cover the basics. So that is kind of the answer to this not having the external pockets to put your tools and spare parts in. Just get a little toolbox, put everything in here. That way, if you do have to go work on the bike, you're not having to move the gear bag next to the bike. You just grab this, bring it over to the bike, and you do everything you want to with this without having to bring the gear bag. I was actually doing that today. I had to do some jetting on the 250 behind me, and I was just able to grab this, sit down next to the bike, and just leave this in the back of the truck. But this is what all you can fit inside this bag. As you can tell, I had the toolbox in there, got the helmet, I got my gloves wrapped around the helmet. That's how I usually keep them. Got my neck brace. Got jersey, pants. And of course I got gloves, knee pads, and my riding socks. So, and I have plenty of room to spare inside this also. It's not like I was just crammed in here. I had enough room to have several more pairs of pants and jerseys. I might even be able to fit a second helmet in there if I absolutely had to, but I just don't really have a reason to take two helmets to the track with me. But fits everything I need, and really nothing I don't. The one part of the bag I was kind of concerned about was the boot compartment, because this bag looks pretty small, which it is kind of small, and I was worried that the boot compartment, it might work for like someone that had like a size 8 boot or like a youth boot or something. So I was kind of leery if it would fit like my size 12 boots, or if it would fit it, it'd just be kind of like one of those deals where you had to put them in just right each time. It was, more trouble than what it was worth. But actually the boot compartment is pretty roomy. It's got some of my old Tech 6 series in here until my new boots come in, but I mean, these are size 12s, and I got plenty of room. I mean, they're easy to get in and out. It's easy to just throw them in there and just close it back up. So plenty of room. If you have a bigger foot than me, you still have plenty of space to put your boots in it. But other than that, guys, I mean, it's a bag. It's all you need, nothing you don't. I mean, I'm not gonna go too detailed on this because it's a pretty simple design, but I used it today for the first time, and I mean, I had no complaints other than maybe my last bag had like a little rollout mat on it to where you could stand, put on the ground and stand on that mat so you won't get your socks dirty. I'll probably just get me like an old towel or something and just keep in here and just pretty much do that as the same concept, but kind of wish it had that, but at the same time, for $37, I'm not gonna complain too much. But I would say for the price, even if it was more than this, I mean, even if it was an $80 bag, I would still say, yeah, for sure, go ahead and buy it. So definitely something you guys should think about and consider. But if you got any questions on it, just shoot me a comment. Appreciate it.